Testing, testing, testing. Y'all still got a couple minutes. Y'all can talk. Y'all making me nervous now. Just keep doing what you're doing. Good evening. Welcome to Cleveland Metropolitan School District's MC2STEM High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2023. Before we begin, please turn your cell phones off or on vibrate. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please enjoy a performance of Lift Every Voice and Sing. Before we begin, we would like to introduce our honored guests. We're honored to have members of the CMSD board. We are honored to have here Dr. Lisa Thomas and Kevin Stockdale with us today. We are honored to have David Boone, 2012 MC2STEM graduating class with us today. That's our Harvard grad. We still brag on him. We are most honored to have our families with us here today. At this time, I would like to welcome the head of school, Mr. Paul Feely, to the stage to share his remarks.
Good evening, everyone. Please take a seat. So, we are gathered here tonight to celebrate the accomplishments and graduation of the class of 2023. Again, the emphasis on celebrate. The class of 2023 has had an abnormal high school experience. They've experienced high school during unprecedented times. We're still feeling the effects of many of the changes that are occurring in our world today. And yet they're here, they're successful, they're about to receive their diplomas. So for that reason, I would really like to emphasize this is a celebration. Please don't hesitate to cheer, clap, shout out. I don't think this crowd needs that, but please don't hesitate. That's what we're here for. Before getting into the specific accolades for specific students, it's also important to recognize for our students that despite all of your hard work, all of the effort, everything you've done to arrive in this chair tonight, you wouldn't be here tonight without the help of all of your family, friends, your support network, all the people that are out here today to cheer for you. Hopefully, when this is over, you thank them, cheer for them in return. In terms of accomplishments, the class of 2023, sitting before you on the stage, have met all testing requirements to graduate in the state of Ohio. Many of them have earned industry-recognized credentials that will serve them well as they enter the workforce and begin their careers, and if they choose to attend college or trade schools across our state and nation. Many of our students are going to go on to college. They have been accepted to universities including Tri-C, Cleveland State University, Kent State, University of Akron, Case, Bowling Green, and the University of Richmond. On top of that, this year's graduating class has been awarded over $3 million in scholarship funds to support them on that journey. 100% of the graduating seniors sitting on the stage before you have earned college credit at this point through our partnerships with Tri-C and Cleveland State University. They have amassed an impressive over 1,200 college credit hours at this point. Along with being very, very, very accomplished in their studies at MC2STEM High School, they've also somehow found the time to donate over 10,000 hours of community service to our Cleveland community. At this time, I'd like to recognize our 2023 salutatorian, Simon Massingill. Simon. Along with being the salutatorian, Simon has been awarded the prestigious Gates Millennium Scholarship, which is a full tuition, room and board scholarship. Next to Simon, in our front row, we have our top 10 of the class of 2023. This year's graduating class has also brought the National Honor Society back to MC2STEM. If you're a member of our inaugural class of the National Honor Society, please rise. Finally, students choosing to continue their education also have the opportunity to be awarded the Say Yes Scholarship. Say Yes recipients, please rise. Lastly, we're pleased to share that as the graduates pick up their diplomas, they'll also receive a certificate from CMSD that will entitle them to a free laptop computer from PCs for People to take with them wherever their journey leads. Lastly, at the start of this school year, many students, many parents reached out to me and asked, what's the purpose of these capstone things that you're doing? Why does my student, a senior in high school, have to be at school to do this capstone? Capstones are 10-week-long projects where students work to solve a problem. The reason we do capstones is for this moment. From this moment forward, your whole life is a giant project. You're going to have to find solutions. You're going to have to be resilient. Use those skills that you've learned at MC2STEM with your friends, with your families, and you can do nothing but be successful.
I do these long pauses to give y'all time to scream. Everybody gonna go to sleep tonight, nigga. At this time, I would like to welcome David Boone, 2012 MC2STEM graduating class, to the stage for his remarks.
Man. How y'all doing tonight? My instructions in this say, Boone will approach the podium, Boone will speak and pump up the crowd, and Boone will sit down. Now listen, I don't think y'all need help. So I'm gonna be brief and just say thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this momentous occasion. It was just 11 years ago that I was sitting exactly where y'all are sitting. And boy, it's been a journey since. My name is David Boone. I was a part of the founding class here at MC2STEM, and I'm the example for the model working. As Mr. Feely said, your whole life is a project. When I was in 8th grade, I almost failed. Literally, my middle school principal had to sit down with my math and science teachers and tell them all the reasons why they couldn't fail me, and it was mostly because I was literate and I could take tests. But that also gave me an opportunity, and the one opportunity was I could do a project to save my grade in both classes. That project was a little wind turbine that also had solar panels on it. That project lit me up in a way that I cannot explain. I went from being a pretty average C student who was capable, but just now that I'm an adult, recognizing bored. And for the first time, I was engaged in what I was actually learning. I was excited to do something, and it transformed me. And it just so happened that I was walking in the building with this block of wood and a wire hanger and a little bit of aluminum foil wrapped around it. That was my prototype. My middle school nurse said to me, "What's that?" And I told her, I explained it to her, and I think I probably talked her ear off for 5 minutes. And she said, "It's this school that's opening up, and I really think you should apply." That school was MC2STEM. She saw that it was a project-based STEM school and that it was going to be something different than what I was used to. She saw me struggle. She saw me really struggle to find my way in the classroom. And when I tell you I got to STEM and I went from being a C student to a straight A student, from a straight A student to, thank you. From a straight A student to a student at CSU while still enrolled in Cleveland Public School District. And then when I was sitting on this stage, I was, listening to my grandma yell in the crowd, "My baby going to Harvard, my baby." So all the energy that you all are bringing tonight, I remember it like it was yesterday. It was magic, and this place made it possible. And I just want to say, it was not easy. Straight A's ain't easy, and I know y'all know it, because that mastery, boy, but y'all did it, right? Y'all put in the work, y'all made the sacrifices. You should be extremely proud of everything you have accomplished. Absolutely, clap it up for them, clap it up, look. And so when I say it's an honor and a privilege, I truly mean it. I also mean it not only because I get to celebrate with you, but I get to tell you about what's ahead. And I'll admit, it won't always be rosy and sunshine. I remember this day being great. We went out to dinner, I ate a good meal, but then a few days later, I had to ask myself the question, now what? Right? For the last 13 years, I showed up to a school building at 9 a.m. I went to classes until 4 p.m. I went home, I watched some TV. I might have did my homework, I might not. And all of a sudden, it's gone. And especially for you all, because it's year round. So you never had a break more than 3 weeks anyway. So I really, after about the 4th week, I was just sitting on my hands like, ain't I supposed to be somewhere? That feeling, I encourage you to sit in it and to ask the question, what are the things that get you up in the morning, even when you're not being told to? Because those are the things that will lead you, right? So, thank you. So I'll say that, and I'll add to it. When I left here, I knew exactly where I was going. I was going to Harvard, but I didn't. Thank you. Thank you so much. But what I didn't realize is that was just a part of this outline I had drafted, and I didn't fill in the details in the middle. I know y'all have written essays. You can't turn in an outline and call it a paper. Hey, good to see you. You know, that moment when you have to fill in the details is the moment when you're made real. And right now is a moment where you have to fill in the details. You have graduated high school, but this is only the beginning. Soon you will be starting college or some other career, and I encourage you to consider a career, right? That moment of not being clear about exactly where you're going to be, what you're going to do, that moment is a defining one. And it's nerve-wracking as it can be. I should prepare you by saying you will inevitably mess it up. I told my mother I wouldn't cuss, so I'm going to just say mess. You're going to mess it up. I want to use another word. Y'all grown. And it's okay. The thing I want to instruct you to do is to remember that everybody in this room, the people who are clapping for you, yelling at the top of their lungs, even when you don't think they understand, they still love you and they're there to support you. And to make it more real, I was the fool that went off to Harvard, really didn't know what he wanted to do, and by my sophomore year, I walked into my advisor's office and said, hey, Harry, I think I want to drop out. Yeah, I know, my mama's had the same reaction. She's still trying to pick up her heart. I went in there, I said that, and after his head turned around 3 times, he said, well, David, I need you to explain it to me. And honestly, I was just explaining to him, well, I always knew I wanted to come here. I thought it would be something great. I thought it would be something different. You build these fairy tale worlds in your mind about how things are going to work, and I just didn't see that. And it didn't feel the magic, and everything just sort of seemed out of place. I said, I'd rather just go and work and get a job. And so what Harry did for me, and this is why I say, remember the people who care about you and that they're always there, even if you think they won't understand. What Harry did for me is he said, listen, if you really just want to work, here's what we'll do. You're going to take a leave of absence. It's only a semester, and if you want to take 2 semesters, you can do that too, but it's not permanent. You'll be able to come back. And in that time, go work for whatever company you want to work for. I'll help you. And in that time, I went and I worked, and I made more money than I thought I could make in a semester, and I thought this was great, but it still didn't feel like magic. I mean, it was cool because when I tell you, coming from growing up, I grew up on the east side right over here. When I started seeing them checks that had, a comma on them, I was all right, but it still wasn't magic. And I say that because I expected it to be. I think as young people, you just go out into the world and you expect it, just like sparks are gonna fly every time you take a turn. But the truth is, sparks will only fly some of the time, and some of the time, there will be nothing. But each time, you have to remind yourself about where is the next point on my outline? Where am I trying to go? What is it that I have set out to do? And you have to stay the course. So even though I was making those good checks, I came back to Harvard that next semester. Thank you. My mama again, satisfied. I finished on time. I walked with my class. And after that, I did what led me, right? I went to work at Microsoft for a little bit because you got to get the bag, be responsible. But I also knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So much of what I was looking for, I found when I started a little tea company in my dorm room, and I realized that was the magic, that was the spark I was looking for the whole time. But you want to know something else? Because I stuck with Harvard, because I got through it, when I went to start my first company, I could walk into banks, I could walk into an investor's office, and instead of having to start it out of my mama's basement, I was able to raise over $1 million to get it started. I say this because the sparks didn't fly until it was over. The sparks were not a part of the process. Sometimes you just have to trust the journey. And I encourage you to remember that when you look back on your time at MC Squared. I am sure credit recovery was not magic and sparks. I'm positive of it. I'm sure that one test in the OGT, do y'all still got the OGT? We had the OGT. That one piece of it was not fun, but you stuck with it. And this moment right here is magic. I saw on somebody's cap, all it took was a little bit of pixie dust, right? All it takes is a little bit of magic. And so this is a part where I tell y'all something cliche like pressure makes diamonds, stay the course. But what I'm gonna tell you is don't forget these people in this room, and there will be many people, Harry, my advisor at Harvard, that will come along in this journey, who will be the love and the support that you need to get you to the next step. This journey is not meant to be taken alone. This journey is meant for community, for family, for friends, for love, and for all of you to look out for one another. So congratulations to MC2STEM class of 2023.
So we gotta say the pledge.
You already did all your announcements? Okay. Good evening. I'm Dr. Lisa Thomas, a member of the Board of Education. It's my pleasure tonight to do the important work, which is certifying the class. Head of School Feely, class advisors, members of the faculty, do you attest to the fact that these students have satisfactorily completed the requisite course of study prescribed by MC2STEM High School, the Board of Education of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, and the Ohio Department of Education?
We certify that all the students on this stage this evening have met all the educational requirements of the state of Ohio and the Cleveland Metropolitan School District and have met the state testing requirement. These students are now ready to receive their diplomas.
Vested in me by the Board of Education of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, I have the high honor to bestow upon you, the members of the 2023 MC2STEM High School class, the diploma of MC2STEM High School, along with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Y'all ready?
Which way did they go?
MC2STEM High School, class of 2023. It's now time to receive your diplomas.
Simon Benjamin Massengill. Bay Chrisette Hillapon. Divine Odiko Nunu. Correa Nikita Yvette Doctor. Christopher Tyrone Thompson. Miguel Angel Melendez Jr. Zakiah Ajane Robinson. Frederick Anthony Thomas. Ariana Pendleton. Kieran Avery Albright. Amari Naya Badgett. Lance Michael Bass. Tyrese Blevins. Demetrius Antoine Dallas. Nala Jean Ferran. Tanaya Christine K. Ivory. Ariana Ashley Hall. Tara Lynn Gaither. Jared Peter Joseph Gordon. Jalen Jakari Grady. Delnay Denise Ann Graves. Keandria Lachey Greer. Janiyah Rashaya Fruits. Javon Lamar Harris. Sir Donald Elijah Lamar Jolly. Cerilius Jolly. Tanaya Monet Lyons. Jennifer Sinai Manriquez. Shyla Marie Matisse. Elijah Carl Maxwell. Maurice McAdams Sledge. Edasia Monet Merritt. Malia Eva Mills. Dorian Armand Mormon. Danielle Perry. Isaiah Edwin Keelis. Joseph E. Kiros. Tremaine Zaire Ratliff. Shaylin Kathleen Rivera. Soren Gabriel Simone. Courtney Smith. Lishyla Denise Nicole Smith. Delaney Solers. Jelijah Norman Tolar. Ryan Ion Marie Tyus. Denia Asia Wallace. Deron Rondeus Worley.
Of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, on behalf of Mayor Justin Bibb and our Chief Executive Officer, the best school superintendent in all the United States of America, Eric S. Gordon, yay! I personally wish to congratulate the men and women of the class of 2023 and give a hearty congratulations to the parents, the friends, the families, everybody who's here. Well done.
Stand up for me, y'all. So real quick. I never make a speech because I got to say all the names, so I don't want to talk that long. But I want to thank all you parents for your support over these years. I thank you and I love you. Graduating seniors of MC2STEM High School, you may now turn your tassel from right to left. Congratulations. Congratulations.